small. Wow, tiny.
You are currently listening to Tiny Table,
where we explore TTRPGs you might not have heard of.
Whether big or small, we hope to cover them all.
Because we know that great things can come in tiny packages.
Hello and welcome to Tiny Table, where no game is too small. From rules to rolling to review, we teach RPGs so you can play too. And welcome everyone to our finale episode of the actual play of Vampire the Masquerade.
Blah, blah, blah.
Vampire.
If I could have each of my players please introduce themselves, their pronouns, their vampire, their pronouns, and now that we've gotten to dip our toes into Vampire the Masquerade, if you were to have a chance to play another game in the world of darkness, which one are you most interested in trying?
Hi, I'm Holly, they, she, and I play Evelyn, she, her. And the game that I would want to look into would be Changeling the Dreaming. I'm quite a fan of the Fae.
Hell yeah, simple as. And with that, hi, I'm Skylar, he, they, it, all interchangeable. And I'm gonna be playing Damien motherfucking McLean. He, him, the gangrel you know and tolerate. And for me, this is such a, I don't know if this is a cop-out answer, but this is the honest answer. If I could play another World of Darkness game, it would be Vampire the Masquerade, but the 20th anniversary edition. It's one that I have actually tried before that goes full hog on the like grit granola, and I think allows for much more interesting character decisions, especially in like the flaws and merits department. There's just a few things I like that it does more, and so even though I technically wouldn't be trying it for the first time, I have so much love for the previous edition that I have to give it a shout out here.
Nice. Hi, I'm Neo. I use they and he pronouns. And my character is Anastasia Mesmer, she, her. And if I were to play a different World of Darkness setting, I mean, come on, it's pretty obvious. I would be playing Werewolf the Apocalypse. Let's go.
And I am, have been, and will continue to be your storyteller, Julian, she, her. And I would definitely be interested in playing one of the Mage games, either Mage the Ascension or Mage the Awakening. I'm not familiar enough yet with which one does which things to know which I'd prefer, but I'm so obsessed with their, like, Warhammer orc-ass setup where whatever is believed becomes true, and that's how magic works, and the more people believe it, the truer it be, because the red cars go faster because they're red.
That's awesome. I am only just now noticing that all of the games in the World of Darkness have blank colon the blank as the naming format. I think that's very interesting and fun.
It's very cute.
Brand standards.
Yeah, true, you gotta have them. As we rejoin our Vema coterie, having left the Guggenheim's Elysium, but one step remains in their hunt. It's time to find Mary Brighton herself. As the punkish harpies of Elysium make their way off towards Mary Brighton's personal domicile, you three have a lead that you think might find her more directly. Criminals rarely just go home and call it a night. As you three are looking to see if you can find where in this big, beautiful city of ours you'd be able to find the Ministry of Set. And I think, Holly, you'd had an idea on how to figure out where the Setites might be located in the city.
Yeah, so Evelyn, especially in her own proclivities, but also her clan's proclivities to the occult and blood magic, Evelyn and my idea would to go and visit her sire. If Evelyn hasn't been able to find it on her own, maybe the woman who is older and more wise would have some more resources that I could scour secrets from.
So you're heading to make contact with your sire, Madame Constantina, have you any advanced methods of contacting her? Like, is it like an only in-person setup with her, or do you have like her phone number and you can call her to meet in some place? Obviously, you wouldn't be yapping about a bunch of explicit vampiric business on the phone, given the Second Inquisition and all that, but like just a call to coordinate a meetup, I feel like wouldn't be beyond the pale.
Or do you have like
I
a
don't-
blood summoning mirror or some shit?
Yeah, I feel like she's so old school that I think it would be something a little cinematic like that of needing to find a reflective surface, doing a pinch of blood, drawing a symbol to kind of communicate with her. Something fun and vampiric.
Ooh, maybe you have a bloodstone from her, but because she's a much more aged and experienced vampire, under certain circumstance, it can provide more than just tell direction and location. Like maybe if dropped in a small pool, it can like provide a sort of like magical call type beat. I don't know if there's actually anything like that, but it could be interesting if this is the person who sired you. They probably have a bit more to their craft.
I like that idea. I think I'll go with the bloodstone. We'll play a little fast and loose with the disciplines here, just for sake of speed. That the bloodstone, if dropped into a still pool of water, will basically resonate the stone. It'll allow the stone to like send like a ping to her, saying like, "I want to meet up with you," and then she can come to you. So you find a nearby pool of water. It's been raining recently, so not too difficult to find some puddle on the street. And with a drop, the bloodstone falls, hits the placid surface, and there's a little resonant ding sound. Not to your ear, but to the ear of the madam. And in due time, she finds her way to you quite quickly. Madame Constantina arrives in short order, looking stunning. She's dressed in a beautiful, flowing, long-tailed overcoat with a elaborate pattern stitched into the siding. She has a full ermine scarf wrapped around her and a wide-brimmed hat adorned with various feathers and a few flowers as well. And she walks her way quickly, rapidly towards you, Evelyn. And she says, "Child, why the late call?"
It's of the utmost importance. We need to find the Ministry of Set. There's been a Masquerade breach.
The Setites? Quite a while since any of them have made a stir. Curious. Find them, you say. The last I was ever aware, they were in Brooklyn, down at Red Hook.
Ugh.
Old run-down church they used to operate. Back in their speaking days, they know better than to be so public now.
Is it by the IKEA?
Oh, you know the one.
Ugh. Evelyn cringes. The idea of particle board furniture. It's disgusting. Okay. These despicable creatures.
Now I'm just imagining, like, the Setite church, but, like, it's all IKEA furniture.
Hey, listen, they're on a shoestring budget these days. They don't have the old money like they used to.
So funny.
Before you all make to leave, your sire places a hand on your shoulder, Evelyn, and says, "Evelyn, a word, alone."
Okay.
She pulls you off to the side and says, "I felt quite the chill earlier, a few hours hence. I taught you subtlety, child. You left a stain."
I'm sorry.
This would be in reference to your critical failure from earlier, from several sessions ago when you did your blood magic through the computer. And she says, "A stain so marked I felt the chill as your sire, like someone had walked in on me in the toilet." You've covered it
Yes.
completely.
Yes, with the help of 2 very needy Nosferatu.
How needy.
I owe them a favor.
She bristles visibly at the thought. Even the O of a small favor in vampiric society carries grave and long-reaching repercussions. Her hand goes over her heart, an instinct from her mortal life. She breathes in deep and says, "A minor favor.
Yeah.
Know that I cannot aid you in that endeavor. Whatever awaits you under the city, I wash my hands of it, child.
It's my mess. I'll clean it up.
I taught you well. Now go. Sun's coming up soon."
We'll get this done quick. And clean.
And I am just going to say, because of the fact that the Nosferatu earlier wound up being a little bit more of a help than a hindrance, I am just going to say 1 superficial willpower damage to Evelyn for you, Holly, for being, like, scolded and reprimanded by your sire.
That is fair and true.
Also, on the part of superficial willpower damage, we did a little scouring of the rules earlier, and Neo,
Yes.
you should actually recover 1 point, I believe.
Yeah, because when you took 2 superficial willpower damage earlier, superficial damage is always halved. So I will say 1 damage is still 1 damage. It doesn't go to 0, but when you took the 2 superficial willpower damage earlier, it would have only been 1 tick on the tracker.
Sweet. So that means I
So
have...
you're at 2 instead of 1, right?
Yes.
Good. I feel like willpower is going to come up.
Wonder why.
Soon.
Believe it or not, guys, these rules aren't super well organized, but don't worry, we have a whole rules breakdown episode that you can listen now.
Wow.
Onwards to Red Hook, or any final business?
Yeah, before we continue on, I just want to make a note that I think obviously Anastasia and Damien were like shooed off like partially while this like private conversation happened. Damien was kind of staring down the sire the entire time. Like, he did not let her leave his vision until it was clear that she was, like, awaying, essentially.
Totally. 1 final taxi cab to the Red Hook?
I'm not getting on the R.
Good God, no.
Taxi.
As you all rack up a fair amount of expenditures on taxi cabs for 1 night.
As if I'm paying for any of those.
It's all Evelyn.
It's all Evelyn. Evelyn's the taxi sugar mama.
Damien, despite whatever the taxi driver, like, tries to enforce, will sit up front, and he's gonna lean his chair back.
Right into Evelyn, and she's like...
Damien, you sit up front, you see a little, like, flyer to, like, vote for Zoran, like, sitting on the dashboard as you clunk the seat backwards. Let's have a little moment of introspection before we head here into this finale. Give me a sense of, one after the other in table order, starting with you, Holly. Where is your character's head at going into this ultimate encounter?
Evelyn is on edge. She has never had a night with this many slip-ups. Unlike times maybe before the most recent year or 2, that wouldn't be maybe the worst thing. But there is this lingering feeling of unease at what 2 Nosferatu, who she owes a big favor to, could uncover about her life.
Those Nosferatu know anything. They certainly know how to figure out stuff through computers. And I think we've established that you and your girlfriend share some logins across your devices. Would be real juicy if this was the only game we played and we kept playing with these characters, because ooh boy. Skylar, where's Damien's head at?
Damien, I think, is ready for, like, a scrap. He's ready to kind of put this behind him he's ready for Mary Brighton to kind of get what she's owed at this point. And I think there's there's a combination of feelings. Because I think the one feeling is that he just got over this terribly messy feud where the vampire that he drained was high on opiates. And I think Damien's been left with a little bit of dry mouth and is looking to maybe quench his thirst. He's kind of eyeing the rear view mirror, looking at Anastasia and at Evelyn and trying to think, like, would they understand that, hey, I'm just scrapping, I'm just attacking, trying to be efficient? Am I gonna have to try to be more subtle about this? His more anxieties, I think, are less so on Mary Brighton herself. I think he doesn't see her as the threat, but he worries about what his companions might do. And I think there's also another part in the back of his head where he's also just like, well, it doesn't matter what they think or what anyone thinks. They're just another dirty fucking bloodsucker. And I think also in the back of his head, he's like, we're all gonna get what's due to us in due time. A little behind the scenes, because I don't think it'll necessarily come up. The reason Damien only feeds from other vampires is because he hates that he was turned, and he thinks that it's the most moral way that he could feed, is not to feed on humans who he still kind of wishes he could fight for. There's still experiences that he misses, and he thinks that vampires are monsters for preying on them. And so he's kind of doing a light Yagami approach in terms of his form of justice. He's like, I'll kill vampires until I'm the only one left, and then I'll kill myself.
Fantastic. Incredible. I love it.
Anastasia's doing hunky-dory.
Anastasia's fucking fine.
Anastasia's fucking fine. I don't have any deep, dark secrets. I'm chilling. No, this is probably the most intense masquerade breach she's ever dealt with. This is like next level shit. But I think she's feeling ambitious. Because, like, if we can solve this mystery and hand it to the capo on a silver platter, this would move us up in the world. And I think she's feeling ambitious. She's ready to, like, get up there, but she's also a little bit worried about, going into a fight. She's not, like, her skill is hypnotism, about being chill and relaxed. Like, she's gonna get into an aggressive space. So she's definitely feeling intimidated, but she is excited at the prospect of, like, gaining a lot of social capital with the Toreador, with the Ventru, with her own Malkavian, just her standing. So she's feeling ambitious.
Fantastic.
Yeah, in the world of Vampire, though, I don't imagine there's a lot of vibes-based sparring, so...
I don't know. We just had a bunch of vibes-based sparring with the Toreador.
That's
So.
fair, that's fair.
2 combat trackers, after all. The moon is moving low. The sun, a mere hour, maybe less, away from rising on the horizon, as you all pull up to the Red Hook Church. An old, abandoned building, dilapidated. Are you pulling right up, or are you kind of having your cabbie, like, get you close and you walk the rest of the way? What's the vibe?
Probably good to stop a couple blocks beforehand and then maybe walk or stealth our way up.
Trying to sneak your way into the church? Any final preparation before you intrude? Any, like, disciplines that can help get you ready? Any items you want to take hold of? I don't know.
So, when vampires enter into combat with other vampires, in the world of darkness, or the world of the vampire, the Masquerade, is it, like, really rude to stake another vampire? Is that seen as, like, a thing that only human beings should be doing?
That's a very good question, and one that I don't have the time to do deep research on right now. I have the assumption that to do so is certainly an impactful move, in terms of, like, disrespect. And it certainly shows that you're like trying to send them to the final death, that you're trying to like stake them, to paralyze them, so you can like behead them.
I mean, she broke the Masquerade. She's gotta die. Sorry. Like, right? Our goal is to kill Mary Brighton, right?
Yeah.
Great. Or
A blood hunt has not been formally called on her yet, but the kind of angle y'all are taking is like, this would have been a blood hunt, and we've saved y'all the trouble of even having to call one, so it's a fair assumption that you would want to bring her in dead as dirt.
right. Or we could stake her, paralyze her, and bring her to the Ventru to answer for her crimes. That's probably what I'm gonna... Right?
Yeah, let me take a look at how long the paralysis of a stake lasts, because that's relevant here.
Also, speaking of powers, I do have Silence of Death, but I think it only... And it's free, but I think it only works from the user. So I do have, like, a stealth ability.
Yeah, I would say I don't have a lot of things that I could, like, bring in. I'm also not a very proficient fighter.
Which is why we should probably arm ourselves. That's why I brought up the whole stake thing, because, like, we can find a stick and sharpen it, you know what I mean?
I mean, you can still use, like, hypnotism and shit mid-combat, you know? If someone comes at you, I'm pretty sure you can still use your turn to, like, try to lock eyes with them and, like, you know, be like, drop your weapon or prostrate or whatever.
Found the information on stakes, by the way. A wooden stake got through the heart paralyzes a vampire, though it initially remains conscious. By spending a point of willpower, the vampire can perform minute movements, such as twitching a finger or opening their eyes, but that is the extent of their mobility. The vampire can still use mental disciplines, such as Auspex, Presence, and Dominate, but they cannot issue commands unless they can communicate telepathically. And there is no mention of, like, oh, it only lasts X amount, and I get the sense that it's until the stake is removed, because the very next sentence starts to make references to, like, when you're staked multiple days long, you still make your rouse checks and shit. So it is... So getting the stake through the heart is the hard part. You need to get the stake in on a margin of 5. So you need to deal 5 damage with the stake hit to do it. So, like, if you're just swinging a stake around in combat, the odds that you get the stake through the heart are really low, because it's a -2 called shot, and you need to deal 5 damage. So you're rolling 2 dice less, but need to get 5 successes more. That's brutal. But if, for example, someone grabs and another person stakes, you know, everything you can do to give yourself more advantage makes it easier and easier to do.
Okay, good to know. Well, damn, we should have armed before we got here, but I guess we're running out of time.
Yeah, it's low time. Are you sharpening a stake, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe Damien can do the stake and we can grab or mesmerize or whatever if she's alone.
Yeah, I like to think that as we're walking up, you see Damien kind of look around and goes, nah, fucking good enough. And he walks over to, like, because this is kind of in, like, a rundown area. I imagine there's maybe just, like, a crate or a pallet. And you see he just, like, kicks it, shatters, like, some splinters, breaks off a piece of wood, and then, like, runs it along the metal of a building just super quick. And he just tosses one to each of you. He's like, he kind of looks to Evelyn in particular and goes, probably wouldn't have had as messy of a feeding if you were a good fighter. So I'm going to take it that I'm having the lead on this one, and you two run support. Sound fair?
That would be correct.
All right. He rolls up his sleeves.
Fantastic. We're heading in. Guns blazing or sneaking?
I'll do a scout, and then we can move from
I have
there.
good stealth. I can sneak as well.
I mean, Neo, you have an ability about that?
Yeah, I have Silence of Death.
How does that work?
It's a free move, popular among the Banu Hakim, whatever, blah, 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 blah. It silences the footsteps, clothing, mirror collisions, like everything. All sounds makes a vampire undetectable if an observer is trying to see them.
Okay.
But it only works on me.
Okay, so you're making yourself silent.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. So you are silent as you head inwards. Let's have... does it give you any explicit listing of, like, how... Does it give you bonus dice on a roll? Does it make the difficulty lower? Does it give any explicit stuff about that?
Not necessarily. The only thing it says is that if I say drop an object, that object still makes sound, and only sense of the unseen can detect the user.
Okay.
So it would have another vampire would have to actively be doing Sense of the Unseen to be able to see.
Yeah, and Sense the Unseen is like not a thing you just have on all the time. Like that one I think actually takes a charge.
Yeah, it's Auspex 1.
No, Sense the Unseen is passive actually.
Oh.
So if a vampire has Sense the Unseen, then they can detect you, but other than that, you are undetectable. Let's have still a stealth roll in case anyone inside does have Sense the Unseen. So I'll say, like, if they don't have Sense the Unseen, the outcome of the roll is inconsequential because you make it in regardless. But if they do have it, it'll be about overcoming their awareness.
And then, I guess because I have proficiency in stealth, do you want me to also be doing a roll, or should I do a separate roll for my own sort of sneaking?
I mean, if you're going in, she can't grant you the ability, so it's just herself.
Okay, vibes. Yeah.
So for Neo, give me a dexterity plus stealth roll.
Unfortunately, that's only 3 dice, but it is what it is. Okay, that's 3 successes.
Amazing.
Let's go.
Good that you got 3 out of 3 because someone in this building does have Sense the Unseen.
Of course they do.
Oh.
And hey, no DMV out here. I would let you look at my notes to look at the fact that that discipline is already on the screen. So let me see. That'd be awareness plus.
I mean, they're a ability stealing secret cult.
Yeah,
I'm
they
sure
probably
they would have surveillance Oh, I'm totally getting caught out.
Oh boy. On a roll of 6, that is 5 successes. Gorp. So, we'll paint a little picture. Anastasia, as you skulk your way inwards, cloaking yourself with a degree of silence that you are so used to operating within that you never even need worry of being detected. You make your way in through the back door of the church, skulking your way closer and closer. And then you hear a voice from within. Hello.
Oh. My. Pardon the intrusion. Unfortunately, someone here has been breaking the rules. So, come to investigate a little bit. Who might you be?
I have a sense you already know. The voice echoes its way through the rafters. You've not got eyes on her yet. The church is dark.
Let me guess, is it the voice I recognize?
Of Mary Brighton? Oh, 100%.
How far away are they?
How far away are your comrades?
Yes.
Like a block away.
Shit. Now I'm just thinking. Crap, what do I do?
I think you died.
I think you die!
Oh, shit.
You could run.
I think Anastasia is going to let out a blood-curdling scream. Just a loud, massive, sonic screech. Suggesting to the gang that they should come quickly.
Fuck.
We run.
Very good, and we are to be in initiative from here. Because, while Mary Brighton may not be immediately here in front of you, she's certainly closer to you than your comrades are. Let's see how this goes.
Fuck.
Order of initiative goes surprise, then engaged melee, then ranged attacks, then new melee, then everything else. So it's going to be an initial round of just what's happening in the church, and then y'all will arrive on the next round, so you'll be there. So in this initial round, you let out this blood-curdling screech. What is it that you are trying to do, Anastasia? You don't yet have eyes on exactly where she is.
I'm echolocating. No, I scream and I'm, come out, wherever you are. You know, really going for an intimidating approach, and I'm just gonna like look around for her.
Okay, so I think what I'll have you do is I'll have you make a wits plus. Actually, I think I'll make this be a composure plus awareness roll to see if you can get eyes on her before she gets the drop on you, and she'll be making a dexterity plus stealth roll.
Okay, that's 3 composure, 2 awareness. Ooh, I only got 2 successes.
That's 3 successes from Mary Brighton.
Ugh.
And 4 from the other vampire in the room.
Fuck. This is a terrible plan.
As the one who is behind you
Crap.
is attempting to grapple you. So it is going to be a strength plus brawl roll for our friend here. And you avoid that with either strength plus brawl or dexterity plus brawl, whichever is higher.
They are the same.
Yay!
Terrible.
Which would you rather do? Would you rather try to brawl them back and like fight against, or are you trying to like dodge away?
I think I'm trying to dodge away.
Okay.
Okay. Defensive, good.
Okay, 3 successes.
Oh, 2 successes from the grapple attempt. God, even with the bonus die for being undetected. Oh,
She's too fast.
she's too fucking fast. As Mary Brighton looms
God.
forward, you see Mary Brighton quickly running towards you on the ceiling. As she is just like get out to the camera sprinting, but across the ceiling in your direction as she makes her way down the slope of the ceiling towards the door that you are entering through. From behind you, just in time, you hear kind of a rustle as you turn around and duck forward, diving further into the chamber. Long, spindly fingers grasp through empty air and find no purchase as a man lurches forward behind you. He's clad in a long overcoat, no shirt, leather pants. Oh, God. He's got kind of a tight buzz to his hair, blonde on pale white skin, red eyes as he looks at you with a deep hunger in his gaze. And Mary Brighton is currently, if we're discussing outfits, naked and holding a stake.
Bitch, I got one too, okay? Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Mary Brighton is going to leap down from the ceiling and be the last of the rolls for this round as she attempts to just strike you. She won't have the advantage of you being grappled, but she is just still going to try and strike you with the stake. Are you fighting back against her?
You can fight back or you can dodge. If you play defensively, you will win on ties, but like kind of nothing will happen. Whereas if you play offensively and you tie, you'll each take a little damage.
Yeah, it's dexterity plus athletics to dodge versus its strength plus melee to attack back.
Well, they're all the same stat. So
Might as well try and smack her.
I'm gonna, yeah. Bitch, you come at me with a stake, I'll come at you with my stake.
Goddamn.
Yo, it's stake on stake violence. These ladies have beef.
3 successes.
2 successes from Mary Brighton. Mary Brighton leaps down from the ceiling towards you, fangs bared and stake high in the air. As she dives down towards you, your lurch forward out from the attempted grapple of her companion sends you just wide of her attempted hit. She lands on the ground, just missing with her stake as you turn and gash her along the side, dealing 1 point of superficial damage to Mary Brighton.
I yell with a hiss.
Watch out for splinters.
With that, your companions make it to the entrance at the top of this upcoming round to get a bit of a sense of the lay of the land. Mary Brighton and Anastasia are in the main vestibule. They are in the body of the church. The hallway that y'all entered through, the back hallway, is being entered into by Damien and Evelyn, and the way into the main vestibule is being blocked by this other Setite vampire. So, going around in table order, what is everyone trying to do here?
This guy's blocking our way. I want to compel him to step aside. or to stand down, I think is what I would say. I'm rolling charisma and dominate, and he is rolling intelligence and resolve.
Wonderful. Intelligence and resolve. Really, it's 2 main attributes together instead of a skill. That's cool. He is a little hungrier than Mary, so he actually does have hunger dice here. Okay, intelligence plus resolve. He is not that smart, but he is very resolute. He's rolling 7. Actually, no. We all lay out what we're doing first, and then we make all the rolls. So, Holly, you're attempting to compel him out of the way.
Yes, I want to tell him to stand down. So I'll be rolling 4 dice.
Okay. So, Evelyn, you're attempting to compel him out of the way. Skylar, what is it you'll be trying to do?
So first off, Eyes of the Beast, that's free. I can see in the dark. Next, I'm probably gonna use my feral weapons. This will be a rouse check, but basically it's to get me into combat readiness. And then I think depending on my rouse, if I get hungrier with my rouse, I'm going to bite him. If I don't get hungry with my rouse, I might just try to start with a brawl at first and see where we go from there.
Okay, and because you're both kind of coming in together, if Evelyn's compulsion of him works, are you going to direct that instead at Mary?
Nah, that's an easy target now.
Ah, nice, I like it. Cool, so it'll be at him either way. That's nice, that's good for contingencies. What is Anastasia trying to do?
Anastasia is going to also do a power. She's going to use her Mesmerize ability, which is a contested roll. I'm going to roll Manipulation and Dominate. You're going to roll Intelligence and Resolve.
Okay. Thankfully, Intelligence and Resolve is the same thing for both of these abilities. That'll be easy for me to remember.
And essentially, I'm going to compel her to, give up. Just, let us take you in. This can be easy. I'm sure we can all clean this up. Lies, obviously. But, just, submit.
Okay. Soon as any domination stuff is being brought into the mix, the Setite in the hall is going to attempt to grapple and muffle the mouth of Evelyn to kind of cut off that possibility of domination before it occurs. And Mary is going to be attempting a domination of her own. This is a domination-heavy round of combat. Oh boy.
We're all just flashing our eyes at each other, going
And Mary specifically has the... Oh no, this is a... Oh wow. Interesting. This is a cross-disciplinary thing, which I guess makes sense for her whole setup. I'm realizing, looking at the notes now, that this is a presence discipline that gives you a different ability in your dominate discipline.
Huh.
Yeah. The irresistible voice. The user's voice alone is enough to use dominate on a target without eye contact.
Wow.
Damn.
If Anastasia knew the details of that on a meta level, she would be seething. She's jealous.
So I'm going to say that disciplines fall under the everything else category, not under ranged attacks, because it's not something as quick as pick up a gun and shoot it. So the physical side of things are going to be first. So let's go... Interesting. So the Setite's going for Evelyn. Damien's going for the Setite. So let's have I'm assuming a dexterity roll, because you're preparing to dominate. You're not trying to just smack him.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely dexterity.
Okay. It'll be a dexterity plus athletics roll for you, Evelyn, versus the strength plus brawl roll from the Setite.
Okay. I have 2 failures.
And that's it? Like how many successes did you have?
Oh. None.
You're all good. So 0 successes from Evelyn,
We just want to let you know how bad we're doing.
and 2 successes from the Setite. So he is able to get up and get his... oh, wait, this would be a... Sorry. I have to re-roll that, because a called shot is at -2. So he's actually only rolling 3. 2 of which are hunger dice. 2 successes still. with just 3 dice rolled. So before you are able to lock eyes with him and utter your discipline, the Setite rushes up and grabs hold of you, Evelyn, and clamps his long, clammy hands over your mouth, one of his fingers like slipping inside your mouth right as it was opening. You bite down hard, but he is stopping you from saying whatever discipline you were about to do. But Damien, he is now engaged in a grapple, so he has a -1 on his dexterity plus athletics to dodge your attack.
Amazing. So first off, I'm going to need to roll a rouse check for my feral weapons.
Oh boy.
Great, I pass. That is a 6. So I do not get hungrier, and because I don't get hungrier, I'll play a little nice. I won't bite him immediately. I'm just gonna try to beat the shit out of him. So I'll be rolling, I believe, a strength brawl, correct?
Yep, and he's doing dexterity athletics to avoid.
And I have a specialty when it comes to fighting vampires specifically, so I'm gonna have 8 dice.
Jesus Christ.
That's pretty bad.
Oh no!
I think I'm gonna use a willpower. Or do I get to know the results first, or do I have to use a willpower ahead of time?
I'm gonna say you gotta use it before you know my results.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I will use 1 willpower since I didn't have to use any in the previous combat. I'm gonna take these 3 die and re-roll them. That's so much better. Okay, 5 successes.
5 successes over the 2 of the Setite. And I'm gonna say, both with this high margin and with the fact that one of his failures was a 1 on a hunger die, meaning it is a bestial failure, I think he takes his hand off of Evelyn's mouth just so he can engage with you, and he's like scrabbling and clawing at you, trying to get at you as the hunger compels him, meaning, Evelyn, you will get to use your dominate attempt after all.
So here's some fun thing about the damage I'm about to do to this guy. I have 3 successes over him, so that would be 3 damage. However, with my feral weapons, they are considered light piercing brawl weapons with a +2 modifier to damage. So this is 5 damage now. And now normally it's like, okay, cool, still half to 2. However, superficial damage inflicted by the user's natural weapons is not halved while feral weapons is active. He takes 5 superficial damage outright.
5?
That cannot be halved.
Oh,
This is Damien's
no.
whole ordeal. Oh, and if he has any armor, I do have lethal body, which can pierce 2 points of armor. Great, cool. So I don't. So that doesn't necessarily get shown off. But I think what happens, if may I?
Please.
I'd like to imagine that he grabs Evelyn, and as soon as he does, it is a blur, and Damien is, and they both smash into the wall, and his hand is like in his gut. Like fully like pierced in the stomach.
The Setite looks at you with blood in his eyes and now blood running down his nose as well as he coughs up some of his last meal from the impact. Shocked at the impact, Evelyn, you are now freed to dominate, and this Setite is looks pretty handled by Damien. Do you want to redirect your domination towards Mary?
I was just about to ask if I could.
So actually, in that case, what I think we should do is everything else that's happening now is a bunch of dominates all happening back and forth. So I do want to know speed, like who's saying which words first, because it could like one could dominate the other in such a way where they don't say their thing anymore. So I think what I want to have happen is just a raw dexterity plus discipline roll from all 3 parties to get us a kind of an internal initiative order for the disciplines.
I was gonna say, Mary and Anastasia are deeper into the church. I believe the contest might only have to happen between them because they're closer and more engaged, where Evelyn has to catch up to then redirect her discipline. So it might be Evelyn 3rd and then a contest to see who's 1st and 2nd between the other 2.
I think it's a pretty fair reading.
So I think with that, as Evelyn now needs to dash further into the church, I think as she like catches herself as the Setite is pressed against the wall with Damien. I think she turns around and she's like, I'm remembering why we keep you around now.
Damien licks his lips.
I love it. So what we're gonna do is a quick, just competition, who goes first, of dexterity plus dominate between myself and Neo to see whether Mary's domination or Anastasia's goes first.
Should I roll my rouse check to see if I getting any hunger, because that will change the number of hunger die I have?
For this one, no, because this is like seeing who does it first and then you're doing it.
Okay, cool. Ooh. Oh no.
Oh.
Those are all failures.
Mary got 5 out of 6 successes.
Oh.
So Mary's goes first, is what this determines.
Okay.
It doesn't mean you failed against her compulsion, but the compulsion now manifests. Let's see. Mary Brighton speaks aloud with her attention on Anastasia, and says, and you avert your eyes. You think, I've totally got this bitch. As long as I don't look at her, her mesmerizations don't work. I know her tricks. And then you hear her irresistible voice, and that alone is enough. As she mesmerizes and says, she does have to make a rouse check. She does not get hungrier. As she says, go to Newark and purchase a ticket to Berlin. Board the plane and enjoy your flight.
Huh. Shockingly nice. I believe we have to do a roll contest.
Yep, so it's your intelligence plus resolve versus her manipulation plus dominate.
Now I'm wishing I put more points into resolve. Well, I'm gonna spend a willpower to re-roll those dice, because that was a total failure. Okay, 2 successes. Ooh.
2 successes is nice, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the crit. Successes from Mary Brighton.
Well,
this is a messy critical, and I want to figure out how to make this mess. Oh, no, it's not messy. No, she didn't get hunger, and she's at 0 hunger. I ran out of dice, and I had to roll metal dice because I ran out of normal dice.
Jesus.
Sorry, just a regular critical. She ain't hungry. She fed very well recently. If she could be at negative hunger, she would be. Anastasia, you've got a flight to catch.
oh, I think I just realized. I think I'd like to go on holiday. And she turns around and starts walking out the door.
Fucking God.
Oh, this is so good.
So.
I have a question about contest rolls.
Yep.
Right? So if, we're both doing mesmerize to each other.
Yes.
It's still like...
So hers went first, so you didn't do yours because
Oh.
she mesmerized you to do something else.
Okay.
So a man is bleeding to death in the hallway, and Anastasia is like, the weather is so nice this time of year. I just gotta get out.
Maybe I'll go visit my sire. I don't know.
Yeah, why not? You noted it was a very nice roll. Mesmerization has different impacts. Like, you can't do it right, like, if you threaten, like, violence or whatever. But if you're just like, go on holiday, like, chillax.
You're like, this has been a very stressful night. You're right. I will go chillax.
I gotta go.
I'm leaving. The question is, like, how does one break out of mesmerization?
You can do some research on that.
Wow, it's until the command is carried out or the scene ends, whichever comes first.
Yep. So you're walking. But Holly, Evelyn is still free to do a domination attempt of her own.
Could I not compel Mary Brighton to drop it? Is that a thing? To drop the mesmerization?
I don't know if it's a thing she has to, like, concentrate upon. I think it just happens.
Or could you try to rewrite Anastasia by dominating Anastasia instead to stay and fight?
That was my second
That's
idea.
kind of honestly my wig.
I was thinking that because I was like, I kind of need her to stay.
I mean, we know that Anastasia has ass resolve, which might be the better plan.
Why dominate Mary Brighton when you could just say, Anastasia, you come back here this instant.
You are not going on holiday, and you're here to kick this bitch's ass.
Yes.
Oh my god, her willpower is so low. She's just like, okay, sure. She's so go with the flow.
I think I hear the mesmerizing voice as I run down, and I then hear the chunky jewelry of Anastasia walking towards the door, and I'm like, oh, this Swiftie. Her resolve is so low. And Evelyn will run in, making eye contact with Anastasia and say, Anastasia, you will stay here and fight until you stake Mary.
Okay.
Let's have your attempt to resist Anastasia, and let's have the roll from Evelyn.
Right, that is 4.
This is so...
And then, I need to do a rouse, right?
Yeah, make your rouse check.
I have failed. I got 1 success. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I got 1 success.
I got 3, so
you
my
get
hunger.
1 hunger, yeah.
That's my first hunger. Okay. All right. So I'm rolling 4 die, and I'm gonna say.
And you need more than 1 success. Actually, no, you need a success on 4 dice because you are the activator here.
And I got 4 successes. I succeeded on every die.
Fantastic. 4 is higher than 1 last I checked.
Yeah,
Let's
she
go.
Anastasia just does a heel, just a, okay, heel turn, and then back into fighting pose.
Oh my god, this is so good. Top of a new round. So we've got one bit of established combat going on, one bit of established melee between Damien and the Setite, and then all the ladies are all just trying to be influencers.
I think Evelyn will look at Mary and just go, look at our little star, naked and in a dingy church in Red Hook. How glamorous.
Mary looks at you and spits in response, and she says, "You have absolutely no idea how small your brain is."
Well, we'll just have to take a look at yours.
All right, table order, let's go around. What is everyone trying to do here, starting with Holly?
I guess I'll just try to compel Mary in some way to make the staking easier, because my only other, I have really shit fighting, and my corrosive blood takes 5 minutes. I'm just gonna try to compel her.
Could Anastasia try to grapple Mary to give Evelyn a better chance to do her thing?
Okay. And then Skylar, are you continuing just with you're just trying to kill this Setite?
Yeah, I'm just fucking beating the shit out of them. I think since they're engaged in a new thing, I'm gonna try to bite him.
Nice, I like it. So you're gonna try and bite the Setite. The Setite is gonna try and fight back. Mary is going to take another attempt at some sort of discipline to compel everyone and get her way away. So it's gonna go in the order of engaged melee first. So let's have the brawl contest between Damien and the Setite. So it's for both of you. He's just trying to hit you straight back. He had that bestial failure last time, so he's feeling just aggressive and kind of scared. So he is just trying to attack you. He takes a -1 to his attack roll because he is currently grappled. You take a -2 to your bite attack because it's a bite attack.
So, another fun little fact. Normally you would take a -1 success penalty for bite attacks, but because of feral weapons, I take no penalty at all.
Okay, never mind.
Feral weapons is so busted as a combat power, it's crazy.
This is insane. Okay, he's only rolling 4. I mean, he's gonna spend a willpower to re-roll the only die he can re-roll, but... No, it's the same exact result on the D10.
Oh my god. Oh, this feels... I got a critical. I got 2 10s. Neither of them are on hunger die. So that is 4 from the 2 10s, 5, 6, 7 successes. It doesn't
7.
really matter because a bite attack just does 2 aggravated points of damage regardless the threshold.
Hey, Skylar, do you want to know how much health this guy had left?
How much?
2.
Let's fucking go! Yeah, I'm gonna...
He also
I'm gonna...
had only 2 successes on his end, so with a margin of too much.
Are you gonna diablerize right behind our backs while we're looking the other direction?
Diablerizing takes time. That's like a whole ritual.
Oh, okay. That would have been really funny, though.
But...
Ladies, please.
Ladies, please. Yeah, this dude's getting sloppy toppy in the back of a church while the ladies are arguing. I'm definitely gonna slake 2 hunger because that's the 2 points of damage that I did. And fuck it, if I can, well, I couldn't go past 1 anyway. That's because I can go from 3 to 1. So yeah, he fucking bites this dude and watches the light kind of leave his eyes as it's not full aggravated damage. He's not dead, but I think he's in. He's
in torpor.
Yeah,
He's
cool.
in torpor, and like you could deliver the final death to him by taking a little time to decapitate him or do something else. But he's out of the fight for sure. As you rip his fucking throat out, like. Yeah,
fuck yeah. And as he does, face and clothes covered in blood, he just pushes this guy over and is like, "I'll get back to you," and just goes to join the fray for the next round.
Okay, next up is going to be the grapple attempt from Anastasia trying to grab hold of Mary Brighton. So this is going to be, it's a called shot because you're trying to muffle her. So this is at a -2. So you roll all your dice. I think I've been doing it slightly wrong because you said it's a success penalty, right? So you take -2 to the amount of successes you get, or is it -2 dice, Skylar?
This says, so I think biting is separate. Biting is like a separate -1 success penalty versus a called shot.
That was a specific thing.
Yes, the roll for a bite attack I think is different from like a called shot.
Let me take a quick moment to look up the called shots to make sure I was doing that correctly, because I'm pretty sure it's -2, but this is probably the big, most impactful one. Because if you can get this girl muffled, and there's 3 of you and 1 of her, and she can't do her big fancy thing, which is all of her big commands, then I think we know how this ends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, called shots. A combatant may seek to direct their attack at a specific part of their target in order to produce a result other than maximal physical trauma. To do so, the attacker declares their action and target before rolling the dice for their attack. After the attacker tests, they subtract successes. Okay, so I did it wrong earlier. I was subtracting dice rolled, not successes. But you just straight up minus some successes. Usually it's a -2, so I was correct on the number. I just was doing it backwards. Though I will say, I think going for the mouth is a pretty easy target, and it says -2 is the average for called shots, and it can go as low as -1 and as high as -4. Going for the mouth in a grab is pretty easy to me, IMHO. So I would say it's only a -1 to your number of successes, but Neo, it's going to be a roll from you of strength plus brawl against Mary's dexterity plus athletics.
I'd also like to rouse the blood to gain additional die.
2 more dice. Rouse the blood, roll it.
Oh, yep, I get a little hungrier. Worth it. For 2 additional dice?
Yep, 2 additional dice.
All right, need all the help I can get.
Let's go.
Okay. Success.
I think if she sees you rousing the blood and realizes as her companion's going down, I think she is also going to rouse the blood. She gets hungrier, so one of these dice is a hunger die. How many successes was that?
That's 4 successes and 2 of them are hunger dice.
Mamma mia. 4 successes. She's only rolling 5 dice. Only 2 successes for Mary Brighton. Before she can utter her next command, Anastasia rouses the blood, swelling and charging forwards. Give us a description of what this looks like.
Anastasia, fully taking on her clan's Malkavian madness, a crazed look in her eye as she moves with supernatural speed and grabs at the mouth, almost kind of pulling the cheeks taut. I put the swift in swifty, and your tongue should be cut out.
Fuck.
It's so cool. Aside from her one-liner, makes it so lame.
She's kind of lame.
I love it. I love her. I love my lame girl.
Anastasia.
With that, we have but one domination that remains here. Holly, what is Evelyn saying here?
Well, first off, let me rouse check. I got a 3, so I get more hungry. I'm gonna rouse the blood, baby.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I fail again, so I gain 2 more hunger. I'm at 3 out of 5 hunger.
Ooh.
Maybe the Plaza Hotel was worth it for her to be going into this at 0 hunger for
Yeah.
this fight.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe.
Honestly.
Maybe the Plaza Hotel was the friends we made along the way. Okay. So Evelyn will walk up and she's gonna say, "Sit down, shut up, and take it like a good girl."
Clip that, clip that, clip that.
Oh no. Oh, that's bad. Okay, so she is definitely gonna rouse the blood on this attempt to resist because she is like, uh-oh, like, if this goes through, it's the end of my life.
Oh my god. Holly, have you seen the Dom DM prompt for Brennan Lee Mulligan? Does anyone know what I'm talking about from Make Some Noise?
I do.
Anyway.
I'm rolling 6 die, baby.
Let me hear it, Holly.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Oh my god.
3 of them are on the hunger dice.
I've rolled her 7 base, and on her 7 base, she's only gotten 3. So both of these rouse the blood extra dice need to be successes. No, even if they both are, you're the initiator. You win ties. They're both successes. It doesn't matter because that's 5 and 5. Oh my god.
No crits though on any end?
No crits.
No crits. She had 1 10. And all of her 10s and 1s were on her non-hunger dice, lol.
Lol.
But yeah, with that, Mary Brighton suddenly goes slack-jawed and just sits down, sitting perfectly still. Which of you is the one who delivers the stake through the heart?
I think we both make way for Damien.
Yeah, it's gotta be Damien.
I think as he goes, I think Damien stakes her through the heart from behind, pulls her close, and says, "You know you're lucky that I'm not that hungry right now. Because otherwise this would be a lot worse for you. But because I know what a big deal this could be for me and my companions, you're gonna get to face the capo." And he pushes her down as she goes into torpor.
And she hits the ground, paralyzed. Wow. A silence falls over the Red Hook Church. Further investigation, as the night goes on, finds a series of papers stashed in the building, recently taken. Documents. Stolen documents. With just a little bit of blood from some handprints. A little sniff from Damien identifies some of the blood drained from those in the hotel room are what stained the handprint on these papers. Papers from the office of mayoral candidate Andrew Cuomo.
What?
In due time, with further investigation, these give way to a truth, revealing the heavy Ventru funding of his campaign, and include insinuations that a key member of his staff is currently a ghoul. If this word were to get out, the Ventru's hold on New York City would be threatened by both the Inquisition from without and other clans from within. Thankfully, with the help of our esteemed Vema, no one need learn of such a incriminating fact.
Except for us to use to our advantage. Ah!
in your conversations with your very capo, Francino. And that, on a night like this, can you tell we started recording this before the election?
I hope so badly I did not peek at my guttural reaction to when you said mayoral candidate Andrew Cuomo.
It doesn't matter. I'll keep it there anyway. That's
Even if it
so funny.
As our Vema, spent, scattered, and more than a little hurt, come out the unlikely victors and captors of the newly inaugurated Setite, Mary Brighton. Brought to the capo, brought to justice, swiftly and bloodily disposed of as a message to others who would consider the ministry's teachings. And our Vema begin to make their way up in the underworld. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye-bye. Later, Anastasia is seen with a big button that says, "Vote for Zora!"
Amazing.
So good.
Thank you all for joining us.
Bye.
Hi, and thank you for listening to our podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, then we'd really appreciate if you left us a review. If you really like what we do here and want to support us further, you can join us at patreon.com/tinytablepodcast. Our business email is also open for inquiries at tinytablebusiness@gmail.com, and all of our socials can be found in the episode description for any shenanigans you might want to follow. Till next time, see ya! Hello and welcome to the Holly. Are we okay? Yeah, we're recording. Hi, welcome to the Holly shout out corner. You know how we do it. We do it a little fast and loose here. You're all gonna get best selling IKEA furniture level. Okay, let's go. All right, Anna, you are the Storklinkta. That is a 6-drawer dresser. It has an unlock and an anchor function. That's pretty cool. All right, Callie, you are the Parkla, the sturdy storage case. We have Drake, you're Alex. That's a drawer unit. Okay. E.G., you are the Troints. That is a shoe and storage cabinet. Okay, Emerson, you are the classic Calyx, you know, that shelf unit that everyone has in college. Jade, you are the very classy Finsmack. That's a tea light holder. We have Joe, who's gonna be Fatto. That is a table lamp. It's kind of like an orb, you know, to ponder. Jordan, you are the Varmblix. It's an LED wall lamp. It looks like a donut. It's pretty cool. Okay. Clyde, you are the Stormola. That's an 8-drawer dresser. Okay. Logan, you are the Soray? That's a placemat. Okay. Matthew, you are the Nalbleka. It is a cable. It's a kitchen countertop organizer. Nancy, you are the classic Billy bookshelf. Many fancy women in COVID were making some fun things with this. Okay, we got Pleasure Goblin. You are the Gorsnig, the shopping bag. Sparky, you're the lag captain. It's a desk. It's nice. Steven, you're the Moslanda. It's a picture ledge. It's pretty cool. Tammy, you're the Jal. That is a laundry bag. The first 4 notes of Megalovania, you are the Troyfast. It's a storage combination with boxes. And to round it all out, Thy Dungeon Gal, you are the Brims. That is a wardrobe with 3 doors. Thank you.
This is ridiculous.